Hey everybody, and welcome to the daily card reading for the 24th Wednesday of 2025, September. As always with these, take it resonates, see what doesn't. From the Druid Occult deck. This is a fire and air aspect, so actions, plans, events, metaphysical body, mental clarity, communication, unconscious body, unconscious thoughts or actions or ideas. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, get the word out there. And if you'd like to donate, Cash App, Venmo, MetaPay, or PayPal, comment below for any details. So we have the Devil today. So what this is there's a lot of toxic energy. There's a lot of addictive behaviors. There's a lot of outside dark forces messing with you. There's a lot of things that you need to work through in spite of all this raw, unfiltered rage and anger, going back all the way to the past life in the Garden of Eden or in the past life in paradise. So one of these days you just need to sit down and start manifesting on your desires a little bit stronger, but just not today. What I get with this card is there's a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of heavy impact going on. There's a lot of no being told. You're finding out why you were told no. You're finding out how people told you no in different ways. You're finding out why you said no a few times as well. It looks like this is especially true to those that are oppressed or in a marginalized community, or those that don't think in the same conformity that everybody else does. It looks to me like there's going to be some form of challenges, trials, and tribulations going on due to your childhood, like from 3rd grade to 5th grade. It looks like there's going to be some form of manipulation tactics or lies or deceit, or I had to say no, I had to tell you that in a specific way because of who was listening in. The hills have eyes, basically. I'm sure I don't drop a card. Let's see. Being raw with your sensuality and being true in your authentic form has led to childhood healing, childhood wounds, childhood traumas, inner child feelings of loss or neglect or isolation or shame. It feels like by 3 p.m. or not before 3 p.m., depending on what you're talking about, depending on what you're speaking about, depending on a lot of different factors that are badgering into this. Childhood matters, childhood affairs, childhood endeavors are very prominent for the week as well, or for the day on Wednesday. It looks like between the hours of 5 and 10, there's going to be some form of rest that's going to be needed, or you're going to be feeling all of this conflict of interest and conflicting emotions and feelings and these thoughts and ideas that just don't seem to match up, don't seem to add up, and that's because it doesn't. There seems to be some form of coming out of a stage of unawareness. You're starting to bring yourself into a new level of understanding, a new level up, a new level of spirituality. This is a spiritual tribulation, a soul trial, a mental moment of clarity, in other words. It looks like there's going to be a lot of negativity, a lot of woe, a lot of anxiety, due to like green stones or black stones that have been used in the past 5 to 10 years or since 2015. So like moldavite, malachite, jetstone, obsidian, tourmaline, etc. Looks like there's going to be a lot of deception and betrayal wounds being worked on and being needed to be taken into account. Not letting people talk you into staying in a toxic relationship simply because of what they say, because they tend to not act on it or whatever, their lack of work or their lack of commitment tends to play on them, and their fear of physical intimacy with another partner plays on them as well. It could even be playing on your physical relationships. There seems to be someone like looming over you or helicoptering over you or constantly having their eyes on you. It's almost like they're going to use fate as an excuse to keep you together. So just keeping awareness of your beliefs being used against you, your hopes being used against you, your dreams, your wishes, your desires. Luciferian syndrome within the empaths stick out, especially for those that are more dark in nature. For those that are more light in nature, there's a lot of feeling like overbearing and a lot of needing to sleep. Not being able to sleep is going to be very prominent as well. So between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m., you may not be getting much sleep. You may not be able to do much because of the divine intervention that's been surrounding you these past few days. Protector guides, protector spirits, male authority figures, or masculine facing authority figures will be very prominent. Having somebody with you to help you feel safe and protected and not judged while you work through your temptations and through your indulgences and your hedonistic tendencies. There's a lot of conflict of business ethics, a conflict of interest in what commitment means, what trust means, what loyalty means. It's just one of those things where you need to work outward, and it's not going to get any better until you start to put yourself first, you start to manage your emotions, you start to see things for the better. There's a lot of deer hunting and fishing going on, a lot of sleeping time, a lot of rest time, a lot of time to relax and work on spirit practices and gather information and make good, well-rounded decision based on intuition and logic, being able to manifest your desires at a more abundant pace, or being able to take a firm but strong no as an answer. Figuring out if you're hanging yourself up or if someone else is hung up on something, or if it's both of you, or if it's neither of you, or if there's something else in between or not mentioned going on between you guys. Greens, yellows, and browns stick out for tomorrow for colors for air and fire aspects of the reading. As always with these, though, for September 24th, 2025, Wednesday, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.